The member seek recognition. Mr. Ranking Member.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You know, when we think about Gerry's legacy, when I think about it, it really is embodied by his staff. Gerry has some long-standing and long-serving staff members, Colin Davenport and Jamie Smith, among others. I think both those gentlemen served with Gerry in his office and on committee staff for over 17 years. And he was enormously proud of his staff, every single person on his staff. He bragged on them, and rightfully so. They are the best, and that is really part of his living legacy, the team that he put together in this office. And I just remember, I just recall just two of the longest serving, but there were many that worked here with him and have moved on to other pursuits. But just want to thank them for their wonderful, wonderful support of Gerry throughout the years, and especially in these last months when that support, that guidance, and those prayers were deeply felt. Thank you, and I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Any other members seek recognition? Seeing none, I now recognize myself for the purpose of offering an amendment. Madam Clerk, I have an amendment at the desk.
Amendment to the amendment in the nature of a substitute to H.R. 3490 is offered by Mr. Comer of Kentucky.
Without objection, the amendment is considered as read. I reserve a point of order. Recognize myself. This is the amendment to rename the bill after Gerry Connolly. And again, I can't say enough about how much respect I had for Gerry Connolly. He was a good guy. He was somebody that was here for the right reasons and cared deeply about his district. We disagreed a lot on policy, but I never questioned his sincerity or truthfulness or his knowledge of the issues. So he was a great member, and I enjoyed working with him. And this was the very last piece of legislation that he and I talked about. We had a list of some bipartisan bills. We'd passed bills in the past together, and this was something, obviously, in the last 2 or 3 weeks he was very, very interested in, and I'm very honored to offer an amendment to rename this bill rightfully after Gerry Connolly. I yield back. Does any other member seek? Chair recognizes the ranking member to speak on the amendment.
Sure. I think this is a fitting one of the fitting tributes to Gerry. He has always been a champion on behalf of health services and health care, especially for federal employees. As you know, Gerry, I believe, has the distinction of having more federal employees in his district than any other. And he was valiantly in their service throughout his career here in Congress. And I think this is a fitting tribute. Gerry and I sat about 18 inches apart for this past 20-some odd years. So we traveled together, did a lot of Codels. I got elected on September 11th, the day of the attacks on this country. And Gerry and I partnered up on a lot of the oversight responsibilities that emerged from that day, traveling to Iraq and Afghanistan. Gerry was our lead in our dialogue with NATO for many years, and he embodied the complete legislator. He was indeed. There are politicians and there are statesmen. Gerry was a statesman. He took that job so seriously, and for all the right reasons, and was a wonderful reflection. Many times during the Munich Security Conference, we would stop in Brussels, and Gerry would be working on behalf of this country, on behalf of Congress. And he was such a wonderful reflection of democracy and of the ideals of this country in that international body. He did that work quietly, but relentlessly, and we are forever in his debt. Thank you, and I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Chair recognizes Mr. Garcia.